You know, there's one thing I have to say. It's kind of not fair because we know everybody's names, but they don't know who we are. So I thought I'd take, advantage of it and say, hey, my name's Sheila Brothers.
Sheila, very nice to meet you. Brian Vaughan.
Nice to meet you, too. And I do the morning show on Sunny 104.5. And I also do a blog called What's Up in Wilmywood.
I know it well.
What?
Anytime we look up something about Under the Dome, the first thing that comes up is Wilmywood. What the hell is Wilmywood? And I look it up, and of course, this is where Wilmington and Hollywood collide.
Yep.
So thank you it's how we keep tabs on our actors through your blog. So thanks.
Few questions that I have are a little bit, since you're one of the writers, you're one of the producers, you do it all, you're responsible for writing what we're about to see tonight. Is that correct?
That is true. I did write the pilot, but I also had a lot of help from Neil Baer, who is our showrunner, and just an amazing cast and crew, obviously. And Stephen King's wonderful book. So I'm one small part of this equation, but I'll take the blame for any parts you don't like. Any parts you just love, that probably comes from Mr. King.
Well, I got to ask you, you are a huge Stephen King fan, and
yes.
Firestarter was one of the very first movies that was shot here in Wilmywood.
Yes. You guys have a great tradition of Stephen King stories, so yeah, it's really cool to be back.
Well, what made you love Under the Dome so much that you're like, you know what, I'm going to adapt this into a screenplay?
It's just classic Stephen King. It's that taking relatable, ordinary characters that you love and throwing them into extraordinary, sometimes horrific situations. And seeing if it brings out the best in them or brings out the worst. And we get a little bit of both in Under the Dome.
Well, with Stephen King, is he someone that you met before? What history do you have with him? Is it just his books?
I guess mutual admiration. I love him forever. Ever since I was a little kid, I've read all of his books, and he was actually nice enough to give a quote to one of my graphic novels, Why the Last Man, a few years ago. But we never met. I think we were just fans of each other's work, which is a crazy thing to say. I think I'm a much bigger fan of his than he is of mine, but we were at least aware of each other. But yeah, it wasn't until Under the Dome that, and I pitched it to Steven Spielberg's Amblin, and when I came on board, I got to meet him and finally get to talk with him. And they always say, don't meet your heroes because they'll disappoint you. That is not true with Stephen King.
So you geeked out.
Hugely. And I think I embarrassed everyone around, please stop asking him obscure questions about his old novellas. But I can't help it. I'm addicted to Stephen King.
But what made you choose Under the Dome? He still has a lot of books that have not been adapted into screenplays. Why Under the Dome?
I think for me, I guess when I finished it, I thought, I've already seen the best possible movie of Under the Dome in my head. I wouldn't know how to do another version. But then I heard that Amblin said, we actually want to use the book as sort of more of a launching pad to go in entirely new directions.
Right.
And so talking with Stephen King, he said, when I came up with the idea, I envisioned maybe these people would be trapped under for years. But by the time he was at page 1,000, they'd only been under there for a few days. He's like, I better wrap this up. But he told us, look, you can take the things you love from the novel, but hopefully also take us somewhere completely new. And that was really the appeal.
Now, I heard rumors, since, I do have the What's Up in Wilmywood blog. Sure. This is what I was told, so you can tell me and debunk the rumor or tell me if it's true. I heard that Stephen King, when he spoke with you and the rest of the writers, he liked your quote-unquote ending and continuation better than his own.
I'm not sure he liked it better, but he was kind enough to say that he liked it. And I think I love the ending of the book, but I think we all said if we're going to do this for a way that potentially goes on for years, multiple seasons, it doesn't feel like the right ending for that. And we might need a different reason for even why the dome was here to begin with. So I sort of tentatively pitched him that idea, and he was nice enough to say, I wish I'd thought of that. That's fun.
That means the same thing. He liked yours better, right?
I don't think so. I think he knows that for a TV show, this will hopefully be the right ending, but I wouldn't change his ending in the book for the world.
All right, well, we got to get to Wilmywood. We're right here. You've been here. Is this your first time filming in Wilmington?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And?
I love it. You can't beat it. It is such a beautiful place. But beyond that, it's just the quality of the crew, that it's clearly such a film town, that the people here are just so wonderful and so talented. So it's, and I guess I was a bit of an LA snob. I thought, if we leave, how are we going to find this incredible crew? And it turns out it was quite easy to do in Wilmington.
It is. And I'm glad that you said that because for years, I think in the past 10 years, people are finally getting that we do have solid crew. We are not some backwoods North Carolina. We do what with a C-47? I use that for my nose and my clothes. You see what I'm saying? That's not what North Carolina is. And we've had enough films come through here where people are trained, people have experience, and I'm really glad. I thought I was biased thinking that we had the best crew, but I'm hearing it from you.
No, it is amazing. Yeah, so I hope that this show will be on the air for years to come, and I hope we'll be a part of Wilmington for years to come, too.
If you want to know all the hot Hollywood happenings, I got it for you.
In Wilmywood.
That's right.
What's up, Wilmywood?
I listened to you on the way to work.
Tune into Sunny 104.5.
104.5. Mwah.
Stole that from you.
I'm just saying. Sunny 104.5.
Hey, it's Brian K. Vaughan, executive producer of Under the Dome. And if you want to find out anything about our show, please go to What's Up in Wilmywood, Sunny 104.5.